latches. Thank you. Alright, start out here. Handle probably secured, mounted on the bus, not cracked, broken, or missing. Step probably secured, mounted on the bus, not cracked, broken, or missing. Clearance light, amber in color for the front two, not cracked, broken, or missing, and no loose or hanging wire. Mirror probably secured to the bus, seals intact, no debris. My window, the driver's window is properly secured to the bus, operating properly. Nothing cracked, broken, or missing. I see the seals are intact. All my lettering is intact, properly secured, lettering will not be. My rub rails all properly secured, not cracked, broken, or missing. Okay, if we're on international, we talk about our fuses here. Fuses are all lead open the door, make sure the door is operating properly, it latches properly. All of our fuses would probably be secured. They'd all not have any scorch marks on any wires, nothing frayed, and all seated properly, all connected properly. Our battery door, check its operation, make sure that the latch is properly, that it's opening and moving freely. Our battery tray itself, want to make sure it's properly secured with its pins, and that there's no excessive corrosion on top of the batteries, and nothing's cracked, broken, or missing. All right, make sure that that's all sealed, functioning properly. Reflector, amber in color, not cracked, broken, or missing, properly secured to the bus. Stop arm, properly secured, mounted on the bus, properly marked stop. I see our lights are intact, nothing cracked, broken, or missing, no loose or hanging frayed wires. Our reflective tape going down the side of the bus is all properly secured to the bus, not peeling. Come to our turn signal, properly secured, mounted on the bus, not cracked, broken, or missing, and no loose or hanging wires. All of our windows are properly secured, nothing's cracked, broken, or missing, and their seals are all intact. Bringing us to our first emergency exit, which is properly marked emergency exit with a reflective tape. And then it's properly secured to the bus, nothing cracked, broken, or missing. And on top, it would be marked at the emergency exit on the top. Keep coming back. On this bus, we have a stop arm camera, properly secured, mounted to the bus, no loose or hanging frayed wires. Another reflector back here, another clearance light up there, properly secured, not cracked, broken, or missing. All right, at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and get down on a knee. I'm gonna talk about my feds. Your frame. Frame is properly secured to the bus, not cracked, broken, or missing. No excessive rust. Your exhaust is properly secured to the bus, not cracked, broken, or missing, or leaking. If it were leaking, we'd see any black scorch marks. And then your drive shaft, you have 4 sections of your drive shaft, all properly secured, mounted to the bus. I see that it has the safety loops going underneath each section, and they're all properly secured, mounted to the differential. Your suspension, I see my hanger from this side and the other side, all properly secured, as well as my leaf springs. The leaf springs are properly secured with rebound clamps, and they are attached to the U-bolts. The U-bolts are properly secured, mounted to the bus. Nothing's cracked, broken, or missing. Shock absorber is not cracked, broken, or missing, or leaking. And then my torque bar in the back is not cracked, broken, or missing, properly secured to the bus. My brakes, we have our brake lines properly secured, mounted to the bus, not cracked, broken, or missing, or leaking. Properly secured to the caliper, which is not cracked, broken, or missing, or leaking. Then we have our brake pads, which have at least a 1/4 inch of thickness on them. And there's no gouges on our rotors. They're shiny and smooth, no grease. Our tires back here, we have our 30 seconds of tread. You can have mismatched tires back here. They can be recapped. They can be regrooved. You cannot have uneven wear. The PSI on these, you would check with a tire gauge on the outer one, but with the valve going inside, and on the inner one, on the valve stem coming out, you would check that between 95 and 100. Your dualies, I would look underneath, make sure there's a spacer in between, and that there's no blockage in between the dualies. All right, now your sidewall will have no cuts, gouges, or bulges. You'll have good seal up against your rim. The rim itself will have no illegal welds, no excessive rust. Your lug nuts will all be properly secured, and you won't see any excessive rust or bare metal to show you that you might have a loose lug nut. And then your axle seal will be properly sealed, properly secured with its nuts as well, and will not be leaking. Once again, I mentioned my valve stubs. The outer one is properly secured, mounted to the bus. It is straight, and it has a cap, as well as the inner one has the cap, and it's properly secured, is not damaged. I have a mud flap on this side, so I have to have a mud flap on the other side. Over here I have a clear top red clearance light is properly secured by the bus. The looser hanging wires, and my other reflector back here is not cracked, broken, or missing, properly secured to the bus. Starting in the back of the bus, I have my clearance lights, which are red in color back here, properly secured on the bus, not cracked, broken, or missing. My school bus lettering, properly secured, as well as the rest of my lettering, nothing all properly attached, nothing peeling. My emergency door has its yellow tape going around, properly marking it as and also labeling it as an emergency door. I'm going to go ahead and operate the handle, show you that's operating properly. I'll hear the alarm go off. The door moves freely. My seal is intact. My alarm's going off. And I can see down my tread is all, I have good tread, there's no obstructions. And it's all properly secured to the bus, nothing cracked, broken, or missing. My heater is properly secured, not cracked, broken, or missing, or leaking, no loose or hanging wires. Okay. This threshold is intact, nothing tripping hazards, no sharp edges. I mentioned the seal. Alright. And then the alarm goes off. As I close it, it secures properly, the handle's operating properly. All of my windows and glass are properly secured, nothing cracked, broken, or missing, all the seals are intact. All of my labeling and stickers are properly secured, they're all not peeling. We have our reverse lights, clear in color, not cracked, broken, or missing, all properly secured, no loose or hanging wires. Our turn signal, brake lights, tail lights are properly secured, not cracked, broken, or missing, operating properly, no loose or hanging wires. And we have our hazard lights, turn signals, which are amber in color, properly secured as well as not cracked, broken, or missing. We have our license plate properly secured, mounted to the bus, not cracked, broken, or missing. I did not mention the one in the front. But we would have to make sure that this one did match the one in the front, as well as, yeah, properly secured. Our license plate light is properly secured and not cracked, broken, or missing. Our reflectors are properly secured, not cracked, broken, or missing. Our bumper is properly secured, not cracked, broken, or missing. And then we have our tailpipe, which is not sticking out more than 2 inches. It's probably secured, not mounted, properly secured, mounted with the bus. Look underneath, I'm going to check my differential, which I'm going to make sure is properly secured and that it's not leaking, as well as my fuel cage going around the fuel, my fuel cage going around the fuel tank is properly secured, not cracked, broken, missing, and that the fuel tank itself is not leaking. Alright, now I look down this side of the bus. I will check everything on this side of the bus the same as I would on the other bus, with the exception of my fuel door. I come over here, make sure it's secured properly, open that up, check the fuel cap, make sure it's properly secured. You can go ahead and open it, check, make sure the seal's intact. I don't see any leaking or any smell any fumes. Make sure the safety loop's attached. Go ahead and close that back up and have that checked a few times. On an international, it'll be a metal cap, you don't have to worry about that. And then make sure it's properly secured. Bus flaps on this side, I must have lug flaps on the other side. Keep coming up. Passenger light. Properly secured, mounted on the bus, not cracked, broken, or missing, no loose or hanging wires. My passenger door operating properly. I see the seals intact. All my glass is not cracked, broken, or missing. It's operating properly. And my DEF door is properly secured, operating properly. I see it's tight. I can go ahead and open it, check the seal, make sure the safety loop's intact. Go ahead and close that back up. And that would complete your pre-trip inspection, gentlemen. Thank you.